Oh, I mean, I guess feeling away. Oh, I mean, I guess feeling away. No, one. Oh, I mean, I guess feeling away. Oh, I mean, I guess feeling away. Yes, Coco. Ay, ay, ay. No, one. All right, guys. All right. Hey. Wow, guys, that's some very good music. But guys, I'm gonna do a quick reaction. I'm gonna make a quick reaction. I'm gonna make a quick reaction now. Yeah, I'm gonna react to Makazi's song Kanama. So let's see how that goes. Okay, let's see how that goes. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. This is Makazi's song. I'm reacting to Makazi's Ganama. This is not bad. It's a nice car. Very nice video. The Jola na Jono. You. Santo Paulo, Zigo Ganama. Kind of you want it now. Kind of you want. Kind of what? Zigo Ganama. RJ Mazar. Yo. Yeah. It's a very nice video. It's not a bad album, it's not a bad song. Matata Feli. Yeah. No, this is very nice. Okay, cut. No, this is a nice video, man. No, I like the video. I like the fact that it's not expensive and they didn't spend a lot of money on it. Just a couple of dancers and tennis court and bar there, which is good. I'm hoping those guys paid. These guys must have paid for this marketing, I'm sure. What restaurant is this? Yankees or something. But overall, this is a very nice video. And even these guys, the owners of that jumping castle must have paid. Okay, I'm not sure about the bus, but it's a very nice music video. I can give it a good. I can give it a good 7 out of 10. It's not bad. So otherwise, it's a very nice song, very danceable. Yes. Oh, don't worry. No, it's a nice song. Hey, yo. Ay, ay, ay. As usual, she must dance. Nice. Hey. Hey. I think there's a new dance now. Like everyone. It was all a dream. Okay. Yeah. So it was a dream. Okay, that's not bad. Not a bad video. So I've got someone on the line here that's gonna join us. Let's see. Yeah. So I've got Ronzi M that's coming online. He's gonna come and chat us up a bit about his music. I'm a fan already of this guy. It's Ronzi M. He's my boy. He's a homie from Malamulele. He's doing very well. I love his flows. I love the way that he just has his hook on deck. He should be calling us anytime, but in the meantime, I'll be already bumping to his jams. This is his first record, EOR, Emancipation of Ronzi. He's personally my boy, and the way he goes, man, I think I'll just already just be bumping his stuff before he even gets here because, man, this is fire, man. And when I say something is fire, it is fire. When I say something is fire, guys, you know what I'm talking about. Let's blaze this first one and see what happens. But otherwise, guys, this is Ronzi M, Emancipation of Ronzi, EOR. It's actually my favorite. And yeah, the boy's got hard punches. I like his music. Nana, I know kuzilinga. Kuzilinga. Come on. So this is the first intro of EOR. My man, Ronzi M as I live and breathe, man. Beautiful day, man. Beautiful day. You gotta love it. You know the late great Steph Biko said, I'm gonna be as I am. You can beat me, jail me, or even kill me, but I ain't gonna be what you want me to be. Yeah. I put respect on that. Because in this world, I believe everybody wants to die proud of the kind of life they live. You don't want to wake up one day and have regrets. You don't want to wake up one day and say, oh man, I should have lived my life differently. Nah, you don't want to have regrets. That's why you got to live your life the way you want to live it. Ain't nobody can tell you nothing. Ain't nobody gonna judge you. Only God can. Ain't nobody gonna judge you. Take life, and only God can judge us. People need to remember that. And the very same people we try to live for, often when we die, they don't praise us when we dead and say, nah, that man used to live for me. Nah. Stars are aligned, I'm on the bigger heights. I'm on the top floor, see me reach for bigger heights. I'm like a moth that turn into a butterfly. Try to kick me down, I like to see him try. My name is Mordecai, but I am more than high. I'm like Wayne. I don't see no ceiling text, niggas not feelings. I got the inner glow, nigga, I'm bleeding. Shout out to all of my down niggas. They held me down, niggas, talking about big figures. Fucking know you broke niggas, turn so you choke niggas. Shining so I love niggas, yeah. Hey, what's up, man?
Hope y'all good. You know, I listened to some of your music, man. I woke up this morning,
Yeah,
jamming to your
this
shit,
is
you know.
EOR, man. I'm just waiting for him to come on board.
Man, the cadence on there, you know, the wordplay, the witty bars, man. We were never ready, bro. We were never ready. That shit is beautiful, man. Your craft is just undeniable, and I can't wait till you actually make it and they recognize you for your talent. You know, I'm forever rooting for you. Keep doing what you're doing, my nigga.
Keep
You're the
doing what
one,
you're
bro.
doing,
You're
my
the one.
nigga.
Shout out to all of my down niggas. They held me down, niggas. Talking about big figures. Wanting all you broke niggas. Nothing so you choke niggas. Shining so I love niggas. Yeah.
I love niggas. This is very good.
This is destiny. Niggas who ain't really about me make friends to me. Niggas with no goals or morals straight of
Come on, Ronziem. Come on, Ronziem. We're waiting on the boy.
Before we run it up, we had to stay down. I had to switch it up. I had to change now. This is the different me with the same etiquette. Niggas trying to rip the game and we ain't having it. Shout out to all of my down niggas. They held me down, niggas. Talking about big figures. Wanting all you broke niggas. Nothing so you choke niggas. Shining so I love niggas.
Nana. Ronziem is gonna be coming online.
I wish that we never met. I cannot be holding back. That's why I feel it so real. I went against my own.
Okay, we're just waiting on Ronziem. I think he is gonna be hitting us up anytime from now. But otherwise, we're gonna be streaming the news as well from 8:30. So it will be very, very interesting to know what the president is gonna say. And Nana, kukurasa ke tambela ngangi na ngangi kama ngangi mazaza wege katona mazaza wege kesho kachimbele ngangi ji. Right. Hey, come on, mimi ke wangaje ke wanga. EOM, Ronziem, I'm waiting on you, my boy. Yeah. Hey yo, what up, Ronziem?
Oh my God, it looks so different when it's on the screen. I can't believe that's my...
It's a different wave altogether, brother, man. How are you?
I'm good. What's up with you?
No, man, I'm on a stack, my man. I'm on a happy mode. We are live. I'm on a new bumping EOR. I'm on a gang on the stack. You know how it works.
Yeah, I do, of course.
So this is how it's gonna be. It's gonna be streamed on Facebook. It's currently streaming on Facebook. It's on YouTube. It's also on King TV channel and Twitter as well.
Whoa.
So at the end of this, we're gonna
TV initiative.
Yeah, no, big up to the whole King TV vibe. I think it's a movement, my man.
It is, and it's definitely taking off. Trust me.
Like, yeah, big time. And I'm loving the network though. The way it's just flowing so seamless. It's very nice.
It's too much. This is like it's giving what it's supposed to give.
Yeah, this is on some international level.
No, this is like it's on steroids. Trust me.
This is on fire. Let me just give you a bit of an intro, and I must give these guys an intro as well. This is the gentleman I'm talking about. This is Ronziem. He's my boy. If you guys wanna reach out, you know, there he is on that social media tip. And yeah, we're just gonna be bumping some of your jams, my man. I'm in love with EOR already. This is the boy Napoleon.
EOR 2.0 is coming soon. So that's
EOR 2, the sequel. The sequel is coming.
the sequel, like this is going to be on some other.
It's gonna be on
And
some
I have a
other.
surprise, but I'm actually not gonna tell you.
I think I know what the surprise is. The fact that I'm gonna be on that single means it's a surprise.
Yes, and something else, which is going to blow
There's
you out of
something
the
else
water.
in
Trust
it.
me.
Oh
Yes,
my god.
I've always got like little
Okay,
surprises.
I'm gonna get the party. I'm gonna get the party started. I'm on my gang.
Yeah,
You know my favorite.
I know.
See.
Like
So
every time.
let's rock on my gang. And as we're getting into on that level, of my gang,
Yeah,
I'm loving this. Can you hear it?
Double cup, so I fill it up.
that's my jam. Every single time. Every
Oh, my
single time.
nigga, this is fine.
So my nigga hit
Like it
the
takes me
lick.
back
Oi.
to remember the day we're driving around. Yo,
Yeah, when we're jumping on this choice. You talk about the news cafe
like
night.
the News Cafe night.
Ah, man, I'm loving this album, man. Seriously. So, how far have you taken it in terms of distribution and stuff?
I remember like we've almost had this conversation before, and I was speaking to a friend earlier, and he was saying the same thing. Like he's like, you need to start promoting your music. So I'm really now
Yes.
starting to have like a game plan.
Yeah, let's get to hear the game plan. Like, what do you want to do? Because this gem is amazing. EOR, my man, I can tell you there can be 10,000 people in South Africa that can buy this album. 10,000 people can buy it.
I think that's the reason why I think it's such a good body of work, but then I didn't really promote it as much. But there's still time. That's why I'm working so hard now to kind of not really push the next project, but like work on pushing this one so that people actually know that, okay, this is where it started. It's one thing for people to hear 2.0, but they need to hear this first.
But my nigga, I'm telling you, my man, don't let go of this jam, my man. This EOR, I think it's a classic, my man.
I want you to be on the remix. I feel like that would be insane.
I would want to jump on that remix and I'll be like, ta 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 ta. Put me down on that remix, brother.
It would be insane. It would be insane. Trust me.
It would be all levels, man.
It would be on some other. Trust me. Like I'm so confident that like that would be insane. And I've always told you the kind of energy I want you to bring to this track. Like I want you to like I like it when you're talking, when you're talking that game, when you want some other.
Man, I'm still impressed about the whole movement, my man. So who's Ronzi M? Are you alone? Are you a group? Are you a solo? Who's Ronzi?
A solo artist. I'm from Maltown. Shout out to the 0982.
Maltown, shout out, yes.
I write my own shit, so don't come for me. Every lyric, every word.
Oh, so this is your shit. You wrote this shit down.
Yeah, like this is actually what I executive produced, and this is the kind of music I actually listen to. Like, if you want to know the kind of music
you consume, yeah.
It's just that now I'm getting more into like different genres, and I'm kind of connecting with like my old school roots. Listening to Opak, all of those cats. That's why with Stop sounds kind of different. Stop sounds like it's
So are you like a battle rapper, or you just like a commercial guy, or do you brag? Which angle are you giving us? What type of rapper are you?
I think I'm very much like the 90s kind of rapper. Like where kind of like you're commercial, but you know how to.
I like your wordplay. Your mumble game is amazing, and I love the way that you just throw in this little connecting dots, because it's always about that, that skill to ching chang chong.
Remember that, and a lot of people actually don't get that. A lot of people actually get it afterwards when they've listened to the body of work. I remember when we were in the car, we were listening to my gang, and you were actually the only person who got that line about Pablo.
Yes, I'm like Pablo, this and that. It takes special ears to be able to understand special work,
And you have to understand music. Like sometimes people look at it from a face value point of view, where it's like, no, he just said this. It's just a line. It doesn't mean anything.
Yes, and I think that what is even needed is that I think you can do very well in a battle. I think you can fry a nigga.
Yeah, because one thing I know about myself, I've gotten to a point where I'm now confident enough to say, no one can write like Ronzi M, and there is no one
Yes,
who's ever going to be able to, because of how my brain works. I've got a very
yes.
sarcastic brain, so it's like most of the time I find myself saying things that I know other people would be like,
And you're
how does he
very,
think
very
about
right,
that?
because before we talk about music and anything, your confidence must be there first. You must be able to feel that, you know what, I'm a one of one.
Yeah,
This is my type of stuff.
yeah,
Nobody can body me. It's my shit. I'm on this game. This is what I do.
and this is who I am.
Oh my God, I love this, man. Like, your music is borderless,
A
my
friend of
man.
mine, we spoke today, and he was like, yeah, like I like the fact that on this tape I was like I was expressing myself in every sense of the
Okay.
word, like all different types of emotion, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the camera on. I'm gonna ask you a question now. When
Yeah.
we met, the first time that we met, were you able to connect? Were you able to believe, like,
With
okay, this guy raps? Did you think that it was gonna be any good?
the first time we met there was no rapping that happened. You didn't rap, man. You didn't even
I actually
did you
played
even
you.
show me your
I actually
album
played you a song.
that day? Like that time when we
Yeah,
met, and
and
I was like dropped you off at the house and stuff.
yeah, and you kept on asking me, is that you were like, are you sure that's your song? And I'm like, yeah, and you're like, are you sure? And I've always wanted to know why. Why was it so
Well,
hard?
then this means that it means that I connected with your vibes, because honestly, since day one, right? I think I
Yeah,
just fell into this all the way up. I remember when I streamed
yeah,
it for the very first time, I was like, this thing is banging.
yeah. And
So
you know
it's
that,
natural, man.
yeah, like and it's genuine. You know when it's genuine, right? Then you know,
Mm.
because a lot of people will
So
just listen
how
to it
much
and
do
be
you
like,
think you would pay me for this interview? How much do you think it's worth what we're doing now? Like a review, streaming and everything.
um, I would give you right up to the 10Ks. Like if I had the money, like I would drop
On
it off
this
at
type
you.
of thing.
I would like,
This thing
yeah, like this
jump,
is,
eh?
you know, one thing that I always appreciate about you is that you're very innovative, and you
Yeah.
always are one of everybody else, and so it makes sense for you to do
Yeah.
things because it's just you being in your element, and you're doing things because you really genuinely enjoy them.
Yeah. So this can, like, if we're having a stream like this and it's well marketed, a 10K can come out for us to put your album
Yay!
out there, and we watch your stuff, we watch your music, we go through your content and that type of thing.
Trust me, like if a record label came knocking at my door today and said, listen, we want you to come up with a marketing plan, we're willing to pay whatever amount, I would definitely hit you up, because I feel like we would find so many innovative ways to market me as an artist. It's just that sometimes,
Yes.
you know, because of where we are, and you know, because we're black, né?
Yeah.
It's hard for the money to come to us. We're calling the money, but the
Yes.
money is like, no, you know.
Oh, the man is like, no, Chepo.
No, I can't do it. So I feel like if we were able to, like, if we had money, like, I feel like we would market not only me, but
I think that's what I say, that it's not money that's needed, it's just the smart and the wits. If you can show the game, I mean, look at this. I was reviewing Makazi's album even.
yeah,
I was reviewing that Ganama Makazi song, right? And it came out so nice. Like, I was like, wow, this looks dope. And I think you can even comment on this. Let's just
you know, one
try,
thing
and
that
I'll tag her as well, and then she can also see that we were showing love to her stuff, you know.
yeah, definitely.
It can be so dope. Let me just get it right, and then we do the vibes. Like, I just want to
The
take you through a
vibes,
bit of this. Yeah, the Makazi vibes, you know.
wow.
That's on course.
One thing
There she
I've
is.
always said about her, right? Just look at
Yeah,
that, man. So much confidence. She's just a boss.
the confidence is what needs to outshine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I'm always envious at her, because I mean, you know, when you get online and people are saying some mad
And if you
disrespectful stuff,
also
but
look
you're
at,
just like,
if as an artist, and you check look at the cost and tell me what was really expensive on this album, on this video. Tell me what was expensive.
Okay.
That's makeup. She got made up. That's fine. Okay, you can see they worked on the face, and then
And we can let's talk about the outfits. I think she has
okay, the
on
outfits.
this,
Yeah, fair enough. And it
the
looks
cars
like
are
this
probably
guy
rented.
paid. Nana, it looks like these guys paid for this advert. That restaurant.
Yes.
Can you see that it's a
Definitely.
marketing thing there? You see?
There's a little bit of a marketing gimmick nyana,
Yeah.
which is genius.
You see?
And then I guess these cars, nah, somebody probably
Yeah,
knows
there's a
somebody
BM.
and was like, "Yo, can I borrow your car for like an hour?"
Yeah, but there was not even a need to go to a shop with a BMW like that, you know. But otherwise, I still say it's very decent. It's very neat. I mean,
It's
this
nice.
is the
I
tennis
like
court, you know?
the outfit choice,
Yeah, the white element is
and
dope.
I've never seen that. Like I've never seen, and this nigga with the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes part.
How much do you think Limpopo boy gets paid?
To what? To dance for Makazi?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure. I think maybe they pay each other per gig or something like that.
But they have some kind of financial arrangement, right?
Yeah, there must be, because I heard the guy has bought a GTI or something. I heard.
Wow. So it means he's making good money.
No, they're killing it. I mean, if these guys, if you're just a dancer and you can cash at least $1,000 a night per gig, I mean, that's a lot of money to just dance.
And then there's that scene about the guy just holding the hands inside the chips there.
There's a guy holding the hands in the
over
chips.
here.
I said the Manier with
No,
the
like
chips.
the hand, like he was. Manier was busy with the chips there, but it's all right.
Okay. but you see this album. I mean, they honestly didn't spend. You can tell that the camera is quite HD, but otherwise there's nothing special. There's no special effects here on this video.
Can I ask you now, on a totally related but unrelated note, right? The song that I sent you, which I would like for you to listen to, and I think I'm ready to like kind of put out a video, you know?
Yes. And you know what I always say about all the up and coming artists and stuff, right? Is that we need, this is 2021, my guy. It's actually 2022. Your artist, my advice from a rich man to a poor guy who's still coming up. From Van der Beek to Thabo to Jabu. Guys, we need to know more of you. We need to know more of you guys. Artists Zana Maduba, there's social media. Take advantage of this space. We need to experience more of you. It shouldn't just be about the music only. Sell yourself and the things around you. And it's going to be more interesting. The story is going to be more juicier, you know? People will relate with you a lot more. So if you've got a single, put that single out, my man. Put that song out. Get that video out. Even if it's just using a phone, like you take a phone, as long as it shows that these are human beings and they're dancing, it gives content, you know? People get interested in your stuff.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree with you 100%. I do. I agree.
Yeah. So
sometimes it's not about having a big push from a label. Sometimes it's just about cracking the code for yourself.
Yes, it's about what you think. We want to know, like, what do you think about the game? What makes you angry? What makes you sad? You know what I'm saying? And once you have that commanding power, you will see things will fly. There's even this other young homie I have on the social media here, right? I can't remember the guy's name, but Nana.
Who are you currently vibing with? Like which artists are you really, really like up and coming artists who you're really, really in
the province or nationally or
let's just plug it now for the Limpopo Cats. All right.
Yeah, so on a vibe like what? On a South African vibe or on a national or international or which one is it?
let's take it to Limpopo. Let's like kind of do a Limpopo and see if there's anybody.
Limpopo, basically, honestly, you are my number one, my man. There's no lie. There's no
Oh,
lie.
that
Ron
is
DM is
so
on top in
awesome.
Limpopo, definitely. I don't think there's anyone who can come across. I just think that it just needs to be put out there, you know?
You know, that's the thing. A lot of people don't know about it, so it's gonna be
Yeah,
hard
and
for
the
them
thing
to
is, a
actually.
lot of people don't know about you, my man. We don't know you. We want to know you, brother.
You want to know more about me?
Yes, who is this guy? So, do you see this flag, my brother?
Yeah,
Yeah, so tell me about this flag, my man. We're gonna have a state of the
I can.
nation. We're gonna have a family meeting just now. What's your expectation? What
Yeah.
would you want to happen, or what would you want to see happen?
The first thing I'm probably gonna say is that when it comes to this whole vibe of what's been going on right now, I think there's a lot of things that are happening that have not been addressed, and I feel almost as if I wished maybe the president could be a little bit more confrontational to the problems that we're having as a nation. But because I think the economy has kind of dropped, the economy is at its knees. I think one thing that he's definitely going to do is going to open up the booze again.
Oh, that is the one thing. Hasta la
He's
vista.
probably going to. I know that one. He's going to do it. No question
You know
about
that
that one.
one. Yeah.
He does not have a choice. People are angry. If you want to see the nation
People are
angry again,
angry.
people will loot.
Yeah.
People will loot. People only
People
care
are
about
gonna
two
lose
things:
again.
eating and drinking. They're not going
Okay,
to
but
play with him. This time they will loot even his house.
Was liquor actually banned, or we are just saying let's have it officially opened? Because booze never stopped flowing, brother.
That's the thing about when you're running a country. It's like you telling somebody stop doing that, and then the person is like, okay, I'm only gonna stop doing that in front of your face, but I'm still gonna do
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
So that's the vibe. You know, people were drinking. I saw my neighbor. I'm not trying to mention no names, but this nigga was drunk yesterday, and I was asking
Don't
myself,
go
I'm like,
niggas on
"Debana,
blast."
chief, like, yo,
Like,
nigga
this
was
thing
like
is
literally
closed.
on some other. So I feel like maybe there might be a little bit more. He might even discuss the whole schooling issue because a lot of people are now on edge. They're asking themselves, is he going to open the schools? He's not going to open the schools. What's going on? What's really, really on his mind? But I feel like his one approach, like the president is an economist at heart, so he's probably going to look at it from a financial
From a monetary
point of view.
Yeah. Well,
that's always been his one approach.
Yeah, no, I think that the man is trying. That's one thing. But I also feel like as a nation, we are very spoiled as a nation. First and foremost, the issue of looter, the looting thing was an explosion that every democracy goes through. You know, but the resources are not even, people are rich, others are poor. That's an everyday thing. We know that. But it's always about how you respond, you know. Although I'm happy that there was no one who got killed or like shot or like Marinkana and stuff like that. I'm happy about that.
Oh, you mean the whole looting vibe?
Yeah, with the looting, they should have shot a lot of niggas, but they didn't.
No, like this is the thing. Like I've been following the whole thing. A lot of people actually were injured. Not only injuries, there was like a vigilante group of Indians that were going around, you know, shooting at black people. And that's the thing about when something like erupts nationally. It's bound to trigger people's emotions.
Yes,
and people are always prone to one thing. People have this survival instinct, and they can't.
You're very, very right.
Do away with it.
So I'm also gonna be checking out.
I mean, if it goes down
I'm gonna switch on.
I mean, if it goes down to it, if you're in
into South Africa for overseas,
okay.
The region to say that we're gonna be open.
So yeah, we're gonna watch the thing here, and it's gonna be very nice.
Okay, this should be
So how
interesting.
cool is it?
I was
This is
actually
very, very nice.
so it's 3:30.
It's 8:30. Yeah, 10 more minutes.
Why did I say 3? Oh my goodness. Oh, now I know why.
You're still on
I just lost
3:30.
my train of thought there for a moment. No,
Oh, okay.
something happened. So I was like, oh,
Oh,
okay.
something. No, there's a whole lot of stuff happening with you, brother.
Are you really about to put me on blast on social media, y'all?
On that platform, children? Bless this child's
On
soul.
that platform. Ay, Jesus. Too much.
So we're gonna see now. I just want to save a bit of data because. Oh yeah.
And as we understand, the stakes are high for South Africa at this point. 50 billion rand lost in output as a result of the looting as well as the riots that happened in the past weeks.
Yo,
We're sitting
that's a lot of money.
50 billion.
Sitting with unemployment rate as well as the rate
Just imagine. I just imagine what I would do with that much money in my bank account.
But my nigga, 50 billion. Like really, 50 billion.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Nah, it's a little bit inflated.
Yeah.
It's a little bit cosmetic. I mean, like 50 billion, really, nigga.
How much would you want your net worth to be?
I think if I go past 10M, I'm okay. Because it gets to a point where you can buy every car you want. You can live in any house you can live in. You can afford pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So if you go past 10, 20, 25, 30M, you've done it. Jesus is on your side.
And you're good. You're good for the rest of your life, even.
Yeah, even for 10Ms can set you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I'm gonna save a bit of data there.
Good.
I'll wait on them niggas to start because we still have 7 minutes and I can't be burning my data on this ENCA thing. But otherwise, let's roll on to that thing with a nice mood. What can we write, Yoni? What can we jam to?
You know, my first go-to track is always Summer. Summer really is that. Summer just does that for me. Summer just makes me feel like it's summer.
Okay, let's get summer.
Let's get summary. I'm actually going to listen to my whole EP after this for inspiration.
Please jam it. It's a classic.
Yeah, this one is a classic.
To be honest, this is my year. Even though 2020 been a nightmare. Sweet dreams, so we curbing all the nightmares. All the haters, I just hit them with a blank stare. Word to God, I'm on my grind, and I'm trying to focus. I'm rolling over stones like it's Passover. Eviction notice, I told them
Eviction notice, I told them it's over.
I told them move over. Like,
oh, move over.
Yeah. I'm only, there was the craziest line is that one where I said, I'm rolling over stones like heads over.
What's the hottest line?
Like the one where I said I'm rolling over stones like it's Passover.
You're rolling over stones like it's Passover.
You remember in the Bible where
it was Passover, yeah.
And then the angels came and they rolled over stones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what the line was about. I remember somebody asking me about that line, and I was like, I read the Bible. I know the Bible.
I love your wordplay, my man. Your wordplay is phenops, my man. Your wordplay is on a monsterish level, brother. So you're saying you've got the newest one? Should we jam it?
Yeah, please. Let's listen to it because I want to get your honest, raw opinion.
Honest, raw opinion. You know how it goes. I always give it like it is, raw, brother. Is this the one?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sure it's a banger though. It
I mean,
sounds
I'm
like a
waiting to
banger.
hear from you after this.
It surely sounds like a banger, bruh.
Yo, back from the valley of the beast. But if you got an opinion, you might end up with deceased. It's R.I.P.
You were in my sheets, but when we meet, we don't greet. Feminine as.
Observing how you move, learned it in an instant. Shit is critical, you give the bare minimum. Had to cut the cord, umbilical. You niggas
Had to cut the cord, umbilical.
Shit is getting spiritual. You must not know who you ever with. I'm on one. Nothing like that other bitch, nigga. Blueprint, chicka. Balls busting nasty, homie rock niggas. I need a hood nigga that is street savvy. I need a Airbnb that I can call daddy. Champagne witches and caviar dreams. Daydreams of swimming upstream. End zone, and we flipping bees. Never on E, cause you effing with the cheese.
That's like EFG. That's literally taking niggas back to the alphabet.
Yes. This has that. It has that classic American,
90s vibe, you know.
Yes. It's got that 90s element. No.
It takes me back to like the park days, man.
Okay, the stream live stream thing goes on. It's unfiltered, my man. It is what it is.
100%, man.
Yeah, so you were saying something about what?
Like it's a 90s vibe. Like this is me connecting to the kind of music I listen to.
It's almost like it's got that I love the dope more than you know.
Yeah.
It's on that age group, my man. It's very, very, very good. I love it.
And even where I found the sample of that song.
So where does it come from? Where did you find it?
Like that is an MJ while he was still a kid sample. I was listening to the song and I had the beat and I was like, you know what? Just imagine if I could put this as a hook. Just to kind of pay tribute to the guy, So it was like, stop what you're doing. It's like a older song. No,
it's
like
MJ beat.
No, not the beat. The sample.
You took a sample from a So
another song.
Do you have like a video when you were recording or when you were preparing that song?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask my friend to send it to me because we did take a video, even though it's not really dope quality. But I will send it. I'm thinking of putting it out. One thing that is actually a surprise for a lot of people is gonna come as a surprise. I actually already have a dance. Somebody has compiled the dance for the song.
A dance for this song. Okay. That's super.
So I'm trying to have a
legendary
challenge, and I obviously have to do the challenge myself.
So what type of dance is it to this song? How do you dance to this song? So some people
it's definitely like something that
While UNICEF South Africa is calling on communities to protect schools as its children return to class tomorrow, the organization's says
schools are going back. Hectic.
Oh, so that's already confirmed.
No, that's a sure thing.
And the booze is opening up, I heard.
Oh, and the booze, okay. But this thing doesn't make sense, man. If you start to analyze it like on a real depth, you'll tell that it's rigged, my man.
Yeah, this whole game is rigged. Like nothing makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't add up.
It's funny how I said I rigged the game. I don't complete my song.
Yeah, like COVID, you rigged the game. You're the vid.
impact of the advantages
Nah,
and
I think we're lying
This
to each
whole
other,
vaccine
man.
situation also.
we need to contextualize.
It
Yeah, I
doesn't
mean
it
it's a
doesn't
game, it's
fill
a
up.
mean game of chess.
Yeah, it doesn't fill up a cup for me.
Going through challenges in terms of disparities in the quality of
But you know,
education.
that's the thing. Politics is a very messy game. It's a very dirty game.
Some of the areas
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you just then get to think, Kuri, what for what point? Why would you want to for the what? You know what I'm saying?
that happens and
For the money,
it sets everyone, yeah? It sets
Shit. I lost the boy.
our call is always in this context is that as parents, as communities, let us protect the space.
Well, another balancing act awaits the President Ramaphosa this evening as it is expected to be addressing the nation at any time this moment. Not to contend with children returning back to school tomorrow since all systems go. An ailing economy that needs stringent economic measures to be implemented if we're truly to achieve inclusive economic recovery. We've got 50 billion rand loss as a result of the looting. That is just in output. Unemployment rate is sitting at an exorbitant amount. Youth unemployment is something to contend with as a country. And most importantly, how then do you stop balancing lives versus livelihoods, especially when dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic as
Yum,
a
yum.
concern? Now, we've heard from many of business utilities, restaurants, South Africa saying they simply cannot afford the uncertainty that exists within the industry. Tourism businesses saying we cannot afford not to know what the next move
Yeah,
is.
tourism has to open up as well.
Confidence, waiting for the government to
Jesus,
speak of a vision for the country. So it's a really tough balancing act for President Cyril Ramaphosa as he really tries to see how is it the government can move towards economic recovery, but also brings to mind the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. In fact, also looking at what the science is telling us. In fact, we heard on Friday from the Department of Health saying that we're past the peak of the third wave. Does that mean that we become more relaxed? Possibly not. Maybe this is the time that South Africans get to become more vigilant, mask wearing,
Offer up your pick your wave, your
all
Tom.
that and more, so that we can get ahead of this occurring. But also make in mind about the vaccination rollout program, saying more pressure needs to be put
Ngapa
on the
baru, Tom?
vaccination rollout program so that it actually happens meticulously. We don't find ourselves backward and facing the delays that we've been contending with as a country, where we're seeing vaccination rollout not being there. But with that note, let's go straight to President Cyril Ramaphosa.
My fellow South Africans, since I last addressed you 14 days ago,
Okay.
we've been fighting a battle on two fronts.
Okay.
The first against the deadly coronavirus, and the second against the actions of those who have sought to create instability and chaos in our country. We have marshaled all our resources to restore stability and order in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng, to ensure that we establish and stabilize the situation and ensure that the violence of the last 2 weeks is ending. To address these two crises, we had to take several actions at once. Firstly, we've had to contain a virus and its spread and limit its impact on economic activity. Secondly, we've had to accelerate our vaccination program so that the vast majority of adult South Africans can be vaccinated before the end of the year. And thirdly, we need to ensure that peace and stability is maintained throughout the country and that there are no further incidents of violence. And fourthly, in response to both the pandemic and the recent violence, we need to provide support and relief to poor households
Baba
in
kutobara,
order to alleviate the hardships they are going through and reduce hunger in our country. Fifthly, we need to help businesses to rebuild. These are businesses affected by looting and destruction of property, and those businesses that have been affected by the pandemic and the necessary measures that we have taken to contain it. Finally, we need to accelerate the implementation of our economic reconstruction and recovery plan to rebuild our economy so that we can create employment and drive inclusive growth. The coronavirus pandemic is the greatest threat to the lives and health of our people, as well as to the recovery and transformation of our economy. Accordingly, we need to continue to do everything in our means to contain the spread of the virus. The latest figures suggest that we have largely passed the peak of the third wave of infections, although there are areas in the country where we still need to be concerned because the rates of infections have not yet shown signs of decline. The measures we put in place for the past 28 days, alongside the continued adherence of South Africans to basic health precautions, have been effective in reducing the rate of infection. The average number of daily new infections over the last week was around 12,000 new infections a day, which represents a 20% drop from the previous week. In the last 2 weeks, the number of new infections in Gauteng, which has been the epicenter of the third wave, has steadily been declining. However, as we have observed before, there are significant differences between provinces. As infections in Gauteng fall, daily new infections in the Western Cape, in the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal continue to be on the rise. There has also been a concerning rise of infections in the Northern Cape after a period of relative stability. In all these cases, infections are being driven by the Delta variant, which, as we said before, is far more transmissible than previous variants. Now, more than ever, we need to adhere to the basic precautions so that we can limit the spread of the virus from one person to another. We know that indoor gatherings, particularly in places that have poor ventilation, are the major cause of outbreaks and super spreader events. We must continue to wear our masks at all times when in public, keep our distance from others, and always ensure that windows are open and that there is a constant flow of fresh air. The overall decline in new infections means that it is possible to gradually ease some of the restrictions on gatherings, movement, and the sale of alcohol. Based on the recommendations of the Ministerial Advisory Committee on COVID-19 and the inputs from the President's Coordinating Council, which is made up of our premiers, our MECs, traditional leaders, and metro mayors, Cabinet this afternoon, after receiving all these recommendations, decided that the country should be moved from adjusted alert level 4 and be placed on adjusted alert level 3. This will take effect later this evening once the regulations have been gazetted. This means it takes place with immediate effect. The hours of curfew will stay the same, starting at 10 p.m. and will end at 4 a.m. Interprovincial travel for leisure may resume once more. Non-essential establishments such as restaurants, taverns, bars, and fitness centers may be opened. These establishments will, however, need to close by 9 p.m. to allow their employees and patrons to travel home before the start of the curfew. Gatherings will be allowed, but will be limited to a maximum of 50 people indoors and 100 people outdoors. Where the venue is too small to accommodate these numbers with appropriate social distancing, then no
Yeah,
more
this
than
is good.
50% of the capacity